Good evening, wanderers. Due to circumstances beyond my control or desire, I am awake. And if you are listening to this, then logic dictates that you are awake as well. So let us celebrate our no sleep together. Here are 3 terrifying and short tales from the earliest days of creepypasta. Our first terrifying tale is The Angel by Anonymous. A few years ago, a mother and father decided they needed a break, so they wanted to head out on a night on the town. They called their most trusted babysitter. When the babysitter arrived, the 2 children were already fast asleep in bed, so the babysitter just got to sit around and make sure that everything was all right with the children. Later that night, the babysitter got bored and went to watch TV. But she couldn't watch it downstairs because they did not have cable downstairs. The parents didn't want their children watching too much garbage. So she called and asked if she could watch cable in the parents' room. Of course, the parents said it was okay, but the babysitter had one final request. She asked if she could cover up the angel statue outside the bedroom window with a cloth or a blanket, or at least close the blinds, because it made her nervous. The phone was silent for a moment. And then the father, who was talking to the babysitter at the time, said, "Take the children and get out of the house. We will call the police. We do not have an angel statue." The police found all 3 occupants of the house dead within 3 minutes of the call. No angel statue was ever found. Our second tale is one of my personal favorites. It's called The Portraits by Anonymous. There was a hunter in the woods who, after a long day of hunting, was in the middle of an immense forest. It was getting dark, and having lost his bearings, he decided to head in one direction until he was in the clear of the increasingly oppressive foliage. After what seemed like hours, he came across a cabin in a small clearing. Realizing how dark it had grown, he decided to see if he could stay there for the night. He approached and found the door ajar. Nobody was inside. The hunter flopped down on the single bed, deciding to explain himself to the owner in the morning. As he looked around, he was surprised to see the walls adorned with many portraits, all painted in incredible detail. Without exception, they appeared to be staring down at him, their features twisted in looks of hatred. Staring back, he grew increasingly uncomfortable. Making a concentrated effort to ignore the many hateful faces, turned to face the wall, and exhausted, fell into a restless sleep. Face down in an unfamiliar bed, he turned, blinking into unexpected sunlight. Looking up, he discovered that the cabin had no portraits, only windows. Such a classic story. Our final tale of the night is The Man in the Snow, also by Anonymous. I don't know who this anonymous person is, but they're quite the writer. You are home alone, and on the news, you hear the profile of a murderer who is on the loose. You look out the sliding glass doors to your backyard and notice a man standing out in the snow. He fits the profile of the murderer exactly, and he is smiling at you. You gulp and pick up the phone on your right to dial 911. You look back at the glass as you press your phone to your ear and notice that he is much closer to you now. You then drop the phone in shock. There are no footprints in the snow. It's his reflection. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this short, sleepy, early morning journey. This is not the special I alluded to in my previous video. This is a very impromptu little thing. I do hope I see you in just a few days. Until then, sleep peacefully.